This company, Ghana Gold Coast Refinery, has the ability to refine up to 2 tons of gold per day, per week. Goldbod has agreed to provide them 1 ton of gold per week for refinery. This will be scaled up to 2 tons per week in no time.
And a final day. Ghana ever stop it, say yes, sporty raw gold. A treasure. Ghana will not be exporting raw gold again. If it's a Gold Coast Refinery, abba. Edmond was starting. What you
maybe you show it to them. Remember, let's see what is the first time I'm seeing them. Look at them. Chief, let's come back so that we can show it again. Okay, mama. Thank you.
Sir John Dramani Mahama said no. I see no reason why Ghana ebegasi ya raw gold. Near the free yakwa Dubai, India. Near a refine ye near cotton. Or say how? I didn't I said Ghana cotton raw gold. Eheo, yeno ya boye dia. Set refinery no, yet me refinery de wa. Ye ni ene sense bia, knowledge bia. Enti yenim dia no, yenim dia san, yenyansa san, ana yenyi tumi bia so. Ana de bia no gold ya so na dese. Na raw, ne dia kwa koche. Ana so no. High time, set Ghana, yesisa sa narrative no. Kai ne vice president Jenna no poku agimai. Eso be confirm say adena kuku. Iguso a exporting raw. Adding a gold, yes, exporting raw. Meanwhile, so oil, and then you see you refining your oil back. You started to operationalize. Goldbod, yes, what raw, near the raw numpono. You see a revenue of over $10 billion. Cocoa no, yes, exporting the raw no. And numpono, you and also about $5-6 billion. Now imagine, say you adding value to it. So how, why, Anna blacks, ya mafia achesa. Ya mafia watch, but finally, John Dramani Mahama, John Ababio, John Kwame Nkrumah, John the Joy Giver, Papa said no. Time has come to end these atrocities. We are a crime to live in the country. I see end na yen yetimi add value by refining our gold in the country. Na yekoton sika no yanye dosopo bebrebe sika gare kai say Goldbod for sika bi e ba ye ana the big push ye dey ma and Ghana akwani na no aye construction site aye no. So if we need more money, if you person ye pump gold ni be say Bank of Ghana and the forest ni mu na eboa ma ye sidi no a continue say perform better kai say the year and the review Ghana you see the no performing over 42%, 40.2% over the US dollar. And the imagine say you refine your gold our Ghana ha wasn't a more and can move by the pa but Sebi it's better late than never. We know it's abibubia better late than never. Yeah, half of bread is better than none. No. You pay full bread nina. Huh? Full bread and my brothers. You pay nina. You pay bread nina. Ay, teeny no man in say no. Into ye dear bread nina. Ye every single amount of money be as free good. At the banaway, Finance Minister Dr. Cassiel Ato Forson. Ato is Forson. Ono and the go PMU on it the Chief Executive Officer. Edema Goldbod, Sami Jefi, any Gold Coast Refinery for now say Papa. Na manga say local refinery. Now what they say bro you? I'm sure say Ghana. Hey. De bia mo abrofo na didi. Mo man nkwan ye nidi da. De bia abrofo be nya di. Oh, da bi ba anya hwe. At least still Ghana ha ya na ebe ye no. Sika na ide be tu kwa go refinery ye nkon koye. Ye refinery so wie na ekoton a sika no be du mo. But ni gold ne fe. Ne fe the way almost why ya nice. Look at gold. Yeah, gold this so dem nya gold ba ko a. Chama untumi de heavy. Na nka che say this nka mebo obi ebusu egusi. O ya me gold. Nti gold na ye hwe no sa no na wey ana finance minister Ato is forcing. Chema chere Ghana for say ena the Gold Coast Refinery for aye no 1 metric tons of gold every week. Ka say sami the feed ka be ka asem no. But o must know after say omo say 1 metric tons of gold no you betima every week no. No. Ye person ye jai say ye exporting raw gold. E dey copy mu amount for my so. So what now we intend to do is say you be increasing the 2 metric tons of gold every week. More gold, more refinery, more export, more money for Ghana.
Let me first, on behalf of the government and the people of Ghana, congratulate the Ghana Goldbod for an excellent work done, and also to thank the Gold Coast Refinery working with the Rand Refinery. We have seen that clearly the vision of His Excellency the President is being implemented. In 2016, His Excellency the President John Mahama, was here to officially open the Gold Coast Refinery with a vision to begin refining Ghana's gold. 8 years on, when he left office in 2016, the then administration never implemented the vision of the government and the people of Ghana. We came back to office in 2025. And in January 2025, during His Excellency the President's first State of the Nation address, he signaled the formation of the Ghana Goldbod, which was an anchor in our manifesto. In fact, Parliament passed the Ghana Goldbod Act in the first half of the year. So activities of Goldbod actually began in May. And I think May, June, April. And so since then, we've been working to buy ASM gold for the purposes of shipping, exporting them and bringing the forest into our country. Goldbod, I'm sure you can all see the benefits of Ghana Goldbod. It is revolutionary and it is visionary. It has changed the landscape of the gold industry in our country. It is touted all over the world as a novelty. And today we are here to celebrate another milestone of the Ghana Goldbod. Clearly, this company, Ghana Gold Coast Refinery, has the ability to refine up to 2 tons of gold per day, per week. Goldbod has agreed to provide them 1 ton of gold per week for refinery. This will be scaled up to 2 tons per week in no time. Today, Goldbod has the capacity to buy 2.5 tons on average per week of gold. It is our policy to ensure that in the shortest possible time, we will not be exporting raw gold outside this country. This refinery today that has the capacity to do 2 tons, and now with an understanding that we'll begin with 1 ton per week, has employed approximately 162 workers. And they are adding value to our gold. They are going to operate 24 hours in line with our 24-hour economic policy at the airport.
That is a quite a so anya more. Ediama Ghana biano. Yebeye. You will find the means and the ways to make sure Ghana benefit heavily from your gold. Young fan call raw. Na sa raw. Me say ade raw biya ta din sem leba. be ma okoro a wankonya go no na ukonya HIV AIDS anaso be no anyi bi ba eno na we say saa na tea hot tea and bread kaunim enuru say obeto pampers on the be say yes be bread yeah the raw your friend say maize the kwadwa so a 400 Ghana dokun ru anko ankoton ne dokun no baako bo no ketewa bi o 7 Ghana obewie no na ono aburo baako sika odanya be say 5,000 but aburo na ngasa de obeton ye 400 Ghana and the one say raw no emfaso amaso amano senka kuyani no so nim dokun no ye ana o taking out from the raw state ana obeye say on so ye dokun ana banku bi aton a enkazika no so nya ye no na ye de dokun we nya he no enti gold no ye de akọ ama ya to kwasi abo saa ne agea ana finance minister say etu atwa enti we Ghana ni akai say 24-hour economy no yes Gold Coast Refinery so e de omo ahyem bi and that's the reason why initially the discussion was saying ka ometima ye 1 metric tons of gold every week say no omo dey call 2 metric tons of gold every week because omo ba be ye adwuma anajo de so a menu mienu yada e de aka ho na say da be a ye be scale up ye productivity nyam sisika no ye nya na ye nya na more na ye de abo Ghana economy no na just say economy no more heavy. John Dramani Mahama eti say the finance minister and the chief executive officer and the Goldbod and the friend said the finance ministry no akopie mu Gold Coast Refinery any omodi nkomo no play and money be a different Zambia dem mo say we are going to stop raw manganese export from Ghana. We must set up the plan to process the ore and produce the finished product. Eti mama John Dramani Mahama John Ababio John Kwame Nkrumah say ugasi yasan David ye wie gold na nya no nko a ye say ko manganese so eno so e say ye refining ni na so ha o sin David say raw no enko bio raw no ye mfa raw bia free hanko be bia bio ye momati ase say nyansa no mo na omutimi e de extract enya finished products no na o ma beton na boarding dia ma other countries ni ye no yesu ye betima ye bi am say we ma che we ya cho ya ma brofu ye wie ye die sika saa che but say de ye si ye ni ate ko se su ni ti a na aguragu nti aguro na agu we no na enche ahwe mahama abrofu be set trap ama obi ya the way IMF for share da be kan ye ti bo mu na MPP ni NDC start contact kwa na Ghana for e sha se nya doubt about your finance ministry ene your Bank of Ghana adwuma omo ye say omo manipulative figures and a Goldbod about $240 million after mu ya omo so man kokotwea omo atwea san na nye nokre after the man admit said the Goldbod and the Bank of Ghana e kan e nokre sa mo mu ne net ye me say the IMF because say say be free IMF deal the munti enti chinchina atwan wo be se mo mafia ye say na is say gold ya capture ya de ni na ye be refine wa na manganese adu hosui no the white men are not happy and we shouldn't give a damn. But the only problem is they will come and cause confusion and we start fighting among ourselves. Obatino ni acha say eni ehon yehun yeku. O me create one message pe na dem na confusion bo. And yes entrefo ya ni da for so. Opposition for ni da for mo so. Obehwe no na entokwani dedenti na yentimi concentrating focus e ma progress na yes as stands now most of Ghanaians are almost patriotic enough. Understanding the metrics that the government of the day is doing well. A business, say a job of no me na say no cocoa yamfa raw mbabio gold yes yamfa raw mbabio magnesium yes yamfa raw mbabio timber no kura so yenya yamfa raw nko ennuane so amusa ase musa be don nnuane sa ja beton dia mai nkrofo ya mafia omo ntema na omo to omo se kunkom yawu eno expert mafia work enter me say IMF no World Bank so close marking omo dia mai no the only time they will sing a good praises when you are doing bad. I remember the IMF deal and then another Danko Akufo-Addo. They were singing good praises. Knowing very well, say Ghana for at that time, yeah, tofu was 17 Ghana. Dollar no timid chuti, they no go to 14. na twam akudu 16 na aba abedu 15 na there say fluctuations e koso over from time pe bia na ekọ but now I'm say oh omu follow program no kama oh the MPP administration no ye bibia kama ye go busa na nado dan kwa go adu onu amu say papa economy o se min kan ho asem yes unkan ho asem say oh te say de mo ya den but me ka share ade ni monyam say nipa foforo na wo ba no obeteki mo out of this mess emre na aso no afi na esi edi nanado we wan kan no amondi pakura na at least sa prophecy otimi di maye no anye prophecy kitwa tiare de mon kan na mon nanase because o predict say mahama e ba be take care of enema na enkoyie no and so far enkoyie afi de IMF krona na mo mai close market mo manipulate mu kedasi musika ye na e gold sika ana ye say ye di manipulate currency osila umtiase meanwhile yenim say Japan China one of the export countries in the world omutimi manipulate omu currency ma eshutuko so say de be ya omukọ export na mo sisa e de ba scanner ko bebrebe na abo omo so we know say other countries that are more advanced echen Ghana ye bi but yankwa ye ko ye ya ha obroni mu ni ya ni tiko apai ene say benya apai ye fa plaster cross on tale so ubenya su why eti say mupeo Ghana ye gold no more raw export Ghana manganese no more raw export John Dramani Mahama in Zambia have made sure of that was speaking his language in clear and loud at the finance minister said say mu we Goldbod no how we are the next place manganese say gold no ye say betima refinery na wa ha na ye mfa raw no nko biwa saa so na manganese so betima ye eti wey that was a long-term vision but anche kura materialized because me kai say Tama vice president Jenna na opoku agima e kan am so Ghana the politicians mo kan ya mantem mo be kan ahwa ya bon kokora wie na fe na mo ba be enti we na mo kan ntimi fa yewra nchem sa but surprisingly me say this particular administration the only reason why most at times me to me boss na mato mahama nwom kakra e de ama no en say anyema yenim say mo twen ye ne political time no this is not what we are seeing. You be pompe ama yesidi as a share appreciate over the dollar you train election time. Say a percentage for us you train election time and another day 1 fear a car 2 days 3 days election no say to form. Hey papa so do why you obi adu dey so timiti so unko ade dey tu. Hey ampa odi no John enka ho. Mama waka no from 1992 but John J. John Rollins, John Ajeku Gofo, John Thomas, John Mahama, na John County, ayanwa sa. Uye no fro wi a. Kwan ye be ya there be aka 2-3 months to election and ye. Light, ye light pony ba be see area ho. By Bible wa ye pa this is do election time. But this time around, big push rose, ye gusu ye clear ye. Gold Refinery in Kawe be twan ya na nka manfo be di sika ne wa kwan so awonten. Obati wani na scandal kakraka apai said they were appeal every few. The idea do asem na aba. Ene adwuma no ebo wadre. See the no appreciate for ebo so te kwan ya start ya train election time. Hey. Ampa election or consequences ba. Ai. Na sa no na ama me yem hihye me say Mahama John Dramani Mahama John Ababio John Kwame Nkrumah John the joy giver John is the hope so it was here na say it was Nkrumah na trase ya na ye hwe no hwe ha na okwa and the next person no ba na so obegu agro ni na e and sa na event me fear and me worry ni na ni for comment section na subscribe like na share mo nwa so enya bi nhwe edi no e ba ko pe Max Billian I will naked to old Oldboga trends macro. Bye bye.